Nice to meet you to this new episode of Liquid. Yes, Grundig professional line. In this season I would like to have a watch in an old dumpster found, and this is an interesting what it is. Let's have a look inside what has happened in this box and switch it on. And very funny. It's a camera inside. Look this monster. I will put it out of this box, and what is here? Some batteries. It's quite heavy. It's interesting, and these batteries have 12 volts and 2.3 ampere hours. Also inside it's a power supply. Look at this. It's a power supply. We would like to have a watch on it. How old is this? It's, I think so, from 1991, and so it's working. In the picture I have now the camera. It's a Grundig Super S-VS180, S-VS180. And this is not a single or not a small cassette like the VHS-C. It's a big size. It's a normal size tape, and you have here a tape, and here you can hold it on your shoulder. This is interesting. Also we have the power supply, and I would like to switch it on and hope so it works. I mean, this camera is from 1991, I think, or so. The power plug. And it smells like old and cellar and and basement and so on. Also, we can switch this on. Oh, it's operated one and VCR and TV. You can charge your battery here. You can charge it. It's interesting, but I don't think so that the battery are working. And now we must insert the connector here. It's in AV. Here it is. And what we're gonna do, we would like to operate it. Here we have the power switch. Can you hear this? It sounds It's interesting, huh? It's interesting. We can have a watch inside. But this means maybe, look, you can see the head drum. Yeah, here you can see the head drum. It's the silver one, the silver thing inside. And yeah, this sounds like the power supply. And also here I have the terminal. Flip it over, but doesn't work. You cannot see a picture. It's too complicated. This is not running. Yeah, it's defect, I think. And why it sounds like switch it off, closing the deck, and we would like to change the capacitors from the power supply first. In case of this will be defect after 30 years, and we will have a watch inside for the capacitors here in this little thing. The first what we're gonna do is we would like to open up this and disconnect it, switch it on for the power, and we open this in case of what? In case of that it doesn't work anymore. And up here, oh no, there is no things here. Take this. And the thing is that we must open this. Oh, it's rusty, you see, rusty crusty. And we would like to have a watch under the hood what's happened with this power supply. And well known, the people, they know this camera. This is not a Grundig. In real, it's made in Japan and it's bought at Panasonic. So, oh, it's rust. A lot of rust. And I think so we need to change the capacitors. Oh, there was change one time. Once it was changed, but the switching power supply doesn't work correct. I think so. And I can open this. Here we have also a modulator. Oh, it's not a modulator. Oh, we have a modulator here. Look, for the TV. It's also rusty and crusty. What is this? Oh, look here. You can align the channel by a screwdriver and put it away and open this too. Need to open all, and changing the capacitors out of this. I think it should be made after 30 years of operation or non-operation. I don't know where is the camera from. You can open this here, like here. It comes out, but not so. It's a little bit complicated. Maybe I come out. Come out. Maybe we need this. Oh, it was open. It was one time open, I think. And maybe. Oops! What was this crack? Yeah. Oh my gosh, what is this? Yeah, it's over 30 years old. Crusty. And here we have also a screw that we would like to disassemble. Sorry, using my left hand now. So it's a look here. It sounds like that it's a thing where we can bend. Look, I bend it back. Then we can bend it back. But it's crusty. It's rust. This is all rust here on the table. Not Mr. Brush will clean this, and also the machine is not nice. What we can do is now we can disconnect this and that. This is the first thing what I would like to do. But attention, if you cut this tight zip, then don't cut the cables. Don't know why this is so heavy to cut. I mean, 30 years old, this is quality, man. You cannot believe. And disconnecting this and disconnecting that. from the mains, from the power. It's quite complicated. You cannot disconnect it here. Okay, don't worry. This is a connector maybe, or is it or is it not? I don't know. It's very easy to disconnect. We have the switchboard here. Look, this is funny. If you're in operation and in VCR and you have an operation and then you can switch back to TV, but if you stop the operation from the camera, it switches back also here in TV mode. Yeah, automatically. Super. It's a super mechanical solution, but what is this pin dirt? The pin is dirty. Okay, we must remember that. Now I would like to interchange the capacitors. Look at this plastic. There are two plastics over, and it's made in Japan. You can see this. It's written made in Japan. Yeah, made in Japan. You see? Quite complicated, you see. But I'm wondering why they have two. They have two of them. One is outside and one inside. Okay. Interest. So what happened with this? We have a lot of capacitors and also a little bit cold soldering joints. So here, for example, you can see this. If you see this ring around, this means this is maybe cold. Yeah. Yes, and then we have. I disconnect this here. No, you cannot disconnect it. But we 1000 microfarads here, this fat, and this is 1000 microfarads, but this is a Philips. No way, it's a Philips. No, it's a blue one, is a Philips. Looks like. First thing, we would like to desolder the 1000 microfarads, or we make a picture. No, then it's not needed to make a picture. It's here, 1000 microfarads. Like to change it. What is now here? 410 degrees and no temperature. The first thing, I must desolder the hot wire here in case of this, because I don't want to hold that power supply all the time. Here you see, and the thing is that first we must desolder this. But if we do that, we solder first some lead on it, thin, and here we have one. This is one capacitor. It seems to be changed, but I don't know when. In the 90s, when it is changed. Oh, and look, we have here a position, plus and minus. This is nice from the producer. And we are inserting them not. We are taking this out in the middle. We can come better to it if we desolder it. And 470 microfarads. Take this 470 microfarads. To it and build that in. I think if I interchange all these capacitors, then we have the possible chance that we can have a clean DC level, and this will be cool. In case of what? In case of that we have a correct DC, and after 30 years we can change the capacitors. We're recapping it. In other words, the computer guys said recapping. For example, Adrian Black with the computers, he said we're recapping this. Look at this. If this is not defect, look at this. Look here. It's interrupted, huh? It's defect. Yeah, we change all the capacitors and then we know what's happened with it. We change this. Okay, 220 microfarads, 16 volts. This is funny. There is a resistor over it. I found it not so funny, but 220 microfarads. I think I see one. 220 microfarads. I must have a watch in the box. And look, here are the different capacitors. I found it here. 220 microfarads and 25 volts in this box. And I bought it for less money, I think so 16 or 70 euros. And I'm very happy to have this, because who have all the capacitors at home? This is also interesting. There are two pins, two holes used, one hole used for 2 pins. Super. Why are they doing this? Maybe they are crazy or what? Okay, I will accept it. They would like to make a redesign of the print, and it's okay. I see that it's okay. A lot of work is this, I think, a lot of work to recover all these values from the capacitors and bring them back to run. Also here we have that, and what are the little capacitors? Should we change that too? I think so, it's better we change it. If we change it, we change all. Why not? One microfarad, 50 volts. Very funny. 50 volts. Where the 50 volts are coming? 1 microfarad, 50 volts. And 1 microfarad, 50 volts. There we go. Super. And I'm changing this. It's a horror job, but okay. I see it. Where is the plus and minus? Important, you must know the plus and the minus. Is also very important to put that in the right position, the correct position back. And so we have this. That's a job. It's not one particular failure, it's a big job. And this transistor is also not connected. We take the next 10 microfarads, 25 volts. Okay. Maybe I can run the camera in operation. 10 microfarads, 25 volts. 10 microfarads and 25 volts. 10 microfarads and 25 volts. Here we go. Oh, okay. That's correct. We must put them back in the correct position, and I'm very happy to have these capacitors. And if you don't have it, you cannot interchange it to new ones. And but it takes time, you see. It takes time and material. Should we solve the problem here? We can solve it. Yeah, there are a lot of cold solutions. Yeah. After this long time. I think it's not so simple to repair this. If you make a failure, then it's a nightmare to find it. I hope so that we don't make a failure. So you can see this camera is warming up and it's hot inside here. They told us it's cold outside, but in real it's only hot. Yes, this is it. Very small pins. I mean, the pins are small, but I mean the distance from one pin to the other is not so. And I'd like to put it out. So, look, what is this? 100 micro, 35 volts. 100 micro, 35 volts. I have a big pack on the back side. One moment, I must pick it up. I found the 25 volt 100 microfarad, but I don't remember where I got this, and so I must take this 100 microfarads with 50 volts because I don't remember what was the voltage. Super. And I cannot find the other. What else? It was, I think so, 35 volts or so. But 50 is also better. Yeah. Here we go, and we solder this in. Cutting the leads, and we'll hope that works. See here also a not good solder joint. This is here. Now we have that finished. I hope so I don't make a short and solder all these bad pins. Oh, I changed the capacitors, but I don't change these 400 volt 82 microfarads because looks like good. And so these are the parts. Can't be to the trash. Yeah, and we assemble it now, build it in, and hope so that we can run it. Now we'd like to build in this stuff, but first we must solder these pins here to that. And the gray one is here, and the brown one is on the other side. Okay, this is here and here. We solder that pins back. It's complicated. Why not? Why should it be not complicated one time? Idiotic. Come on. I hate this. Only simple cable, and I cannot put it in. Maybe it's worst, okay. Take the funny. And it's happened now. Is it possible I can go in or not? I think so. This plastic part will be moved a little bit, and the metal part must be moved back also. It could be. All must be back in place, but I cannot come in with the screw. It's impossible. I don't know why. Why is this so? Is that so or not? Why is it so? Can we put that back in position or no? Yeah, this is possible. then the position must be correct on this side, but it isn't. It isn't, and why it isn't? It isn't in this case. In that case, that the plastic is moved. So now it's in the correct position. Plastic doesn't move, and so we have this here. We only can hope that it's not shorted inside, and we will not have any issues with it. Okay, so we switch it on and hope so it works. Operate. Yeah, okay. And operate. Okay, it operates. And you can hear it's not bzzz. Take the camera. And we switch it on. It operates. Do you hear anything? Oh, it is doing. But okay. Maybe the recorder have also a problem. But if I put the tape inside, press play. What is now? I don't know what's happened now. If I press play, it's nothing. Yeah. Spooling back. First, what we would like to have a look is under this cover, if the machine is very funny. And if I press play, oh, there is no, I see. You can see it. They don't fiddle in. That means the mechanism is defect. The loading, the U-load mechanism is not correct. Seems that the tape detector will be here. No, it's not here. We must close the infrared detector. And the thing is that the mechanisms, the loading mechanism, don't load correct. This is this one, look, this one, and this one must be load over the head, over the scanner, yeah, and doesn't do that. it's stuck at the half. That means maybe this ring is not in position, or the thing stuck here from the old fat. That could be also. I don't have any more service tape. This was the Super VHS power supply from the Grundig S-VS180 camera, and you can see it's necessary to recapping the power supply, and also the possible things that we must know is also the U-load mechanism is defect. The tape will not load into the scanner head, and so on the halfway it's stucking. Yeah, and we do that in a second repair. Then I will show you how I can open it. Also this, the monitor is also defect on this machine. If you like my channel, please subscribe, and I say thank you for watching.